Hi everyone, I'm JJ and this is my channel 34 Clicks. In today's video I want to talk about UV filters and lens hoods. So a UV filter is just a little clear filter that goes on and screws onto the end of your lens. And then a lens hood is just something that clips onto the end of your lens like that. So the way that I use them is in combination. And the primary use for me is to protect my lens. This is just my kit lens, but right now I really don't have the funds or budget to go around and buy extra lenses. So I want to protect, I want to protect my lens the best that I can. So even though they effectively have different jobs, for me the primary focus is lens protection. UV filters come from film photography, and you would do the same thing. It would screw onto the end of your lens, and it blocked out UV light because film was sensitive to UV light. Digital cameras really are not, but I view it more as a screen protector, so to say, as a lens protector, to make sure I'm actually protecting the actual lens glass. You have to clean the actual lens far less. All you have to really focus on is cleaning the actual filter. And it's just a no-brainer in terms of protection. That's a Hoya branded filter. I believe it cost me like $11. Unfortunately, kit lenses often don't come with lens hood, so I had to buy the lens hood too. The lens hood was $7, so for $18, I'm protecting my kit lens. To me, that's pretty much a no-brainer in terms of making sure everything's well set. So like I was saying, the UV filters made more of a difference on film photography. On digital cameras, it's really just a matter of protecting the lens. Lens hoods still offer the same thing that they did before. They keep any excess stray light from coming into your image and bouncing off the glass and causing things like light streaks, particularly if light is shooting across your lens. So it's pretty basic and straightforward, and in a little bit here I'll show some combination videos. I'll have photos with the UV filter on, photos with the UV filter off. That way you can really see there's very little difference. Although when you're taking an image with a light source in it, you often do get a halo effect with a UV filter, and I'll be showing that as a demonstration as well, a light source in the image with and without the UV filter on. And then hopefully I'll also be able to create a light streak purposefully as well, so that you can see the difference between having a lens hood on and a lens hood off. So yes, they individually have similar but different functions. I primarily use them for lens protection. All right, so now I'm going to cut to a couple of photos so you can see the kind of the versus images, and then obviously make a decision for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to start with having the light source in the image, having the filter on and filter off, and then I'm also going to be showing you a split image. So with the filter on, you see the halo effect, and light rays are there, but they're less prominent. In the next image, with the filter off, there's less of a halo effect, actually almost none, but you can see that the light rays are much more prominent. And in this third image, I just split the two so you can see them directly side by side, primarily because you can also notice that there's a bit more haze from the image with the UV filter on. Obviously, this all comes to the point where you're having a light source not only in your image, but also more or less pointing into the lens. So often you'll see this with the moon, with street lamps, certainly with headlights on cars. This one's a bit more simple and straightforward. This is a matter of the lens hood off and lens hood on, with a light shining, coming in from an angle that would be glaring off of the camera lens. So this first image, the lens hood is off, and you can see some natural haze, you see some light rings and whatnot, and that's with an external light source hitting the lens at an angle. In the next image, the lens hood is on, and the flashlight that I have off to the side, purposely shining off the lens, is actually completely blocked, and now you have a much clearer image. Now the nitty-gritty part of it. So one of the biggest things you'll hear or read is that UV filters actually affect the quality of an image. With my $11 filter, it's not something I've noticed with any of my images. So what I did was I took a nice vibrant beach blanket that we have that has nice texture and color on it, and I did a direct comparison with the filter on and off in the same image. So here you'll notice that there's really no difference between the two sides of this image. Unless you're going to go very, very deep and, pixel peep the image, but in reality, how often are you going to be doing that? Most of the time we're viewing these photos on Instagram or Facebook, and even if you print it, you're not going to notice a difference in the image quality. In this next image, it's just a little bit of a crop, so you can see closer up that there's still no discernible difference between having the filter on or off in terms of overall image quality. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.